Alpha Pierre Channel 11 o'clock news on late Friday night, October 14th, 2016. Good evening, everybody. Peter Wiggins. Late at 11 o'clock news on tonight's top rating. The half hour on this late Friday night is two additional women on Friday stepped forward to accuse Donald Trump of sexual assault of them in the latest revelations about the GOP nominee's campaign. Greensboro, North Carolina. Donald Trump hurled personal insults Friday at the growing number of women who accused him of groping and kissing them without their consent, labeling them as horrible, sick, and phony, and says there should at least two. 3 Kensmen from Middle to Cell called the Crusaders plotted to bomb a mosque and apartment complex from the Somali agreement, the Fed said. The note somewhere was pulled from production after multiple reports of phones catching fire. Washington. Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg is qualified for characterized as a dominant disrespectful of the national anthem protest by a School 49 quarterback Colin Kaepernick and other athletes. If you ask the candidate, anyone, and anything other than himself is to blame for the Senate in the polls, the New York Times gives Hillary Clinton 89% chance of winning the election. Abuja, Nigeria. Nigeria's First Lady has open question on her husband's work and said she may not have supported him when he runs again. Comments that President Muhammadu Buhari left off saying, I don't know which party my wife belongs to. Havana in Cuba. For decades, Cuban cigars have been famously in the U.S. for their intense, earthy flavor and their attainability. An attack by armed terrorists on a security checkpoint in the northern half of the Sinai Peninsula Friday has left a dozen military personnel dead, according to the Egypt's military. Scottish First Minister Nicola Sturgeon will declare herself in main opposition to Theresa May's government, saying, of course, that's designed to show Scotland is moving in a different direction from the rest of the UK 2 days after opening it. The death sentence regard unanimous jury for the Supreme Court rules. South Lake Tahoe, a trio of wind whip wildfires burning along the Sierra Nevada on Friday destroyed 19 homes north of Carson City for sentences of evacuations of Lake Tahoe and temporarily closing a major highway connecting. A tornado barreled through the small coastal community of Mendota, Oregon Friday morning, leaving toward roofs, damaged homes, and destroyed businesses. Latest on Bridgegate defense pressures Chris Christie's former counsel. Tim Sloan of the Waukee Wall Street debut as Wells Fargo Company's chief executive officer, announcing that profits fell and frustrated and was hungry for information and consumer banks canceled Providence appointment. Salesforce will not bid for Truer because business software company and its social media business will be a forfeit. U.S. Federal Reserve Chair Jenny Yellen spoke to the elusive Great Recovery guys. Local Brazil state-owned Petrobras oil company is seen as a tanker that's not down Brazil as Brazil's Petrobras cuts fuel prices. Pledges are Gallup pressing. Looking at the stocks today, up 39.44 points at 18,138.38. SP 5 up 43 cents at $2,132.98. And Nasdaq up 83 cents at 5,214.16. Counting all the galaxies in the universe is hard, so hard it seems that it's possible to miss billions of them. New analysts of the Hubble Space Telescope today finds that almost 10 times the more galaxies in the universe where once thought were. Cosmic crash possibly heated up Earth 56 million years ago, researchers said. Perhaps you heard the epic 1,400 more long Great Fairy Reef in Australia is that. Perhaps you have Richard written about writer Rowan Jacobson on Outside Outline website. The fallout and moon on October whereas in early hours of Sunday morning and some definitions also supermoon. The active 24-hour surgery twin boys, Harrison and Jada McDonald, born just 13 months ago, began a new life report on Friday. Changing the way it does business Medicare Friday unveiled at far-reach and overall, and it pays doctors and other clinical students. Central Pennsylvania Company will soon offer true health insurance plans, billed as Pennsylvania's first option that's just for Medicare eligible seniors. Believe it or not, Friday said a seamless and endless presidential election campaign, matched by vicious and vulgar and not seen in any of his election contest. President Obama has quoted as incredulity down one phrase. Washington, Republican National Committee collected $39.4 million last month, about $9 million less than it did September 2012 as party grapples with controversy of shouting as how many figures released Friday show. New York City's comptroller has found no evidence that Donald Trump gave $10,000 after a fund for 11 victims after terror attack and concluded that QB nominee may have lied about making a donation. Washington, email published about WikiLeaks this week shows that Democratic Senator Jessica and top political allies of Hillary Clinton were engaged in voter attitudes about the Muslim faith that Barack Obama's father during Clinton. Love news from the Amber Sun Chronicle. Plainville, Michelle Carter spoke to the first time in the court Friday about the suicide of her former boyfriend was by police audio tape. Carter, 20, who faced a manslaughter charge for allegedly going Carter where he third to kill himself, told Ferry detective that she tried to get him help but he refused. Members of his family in the court were worked quite well the tape played. Carter, then 18, Plainville spoke to Ferry and the detective at King Philip Regional High School and went from 3 months ago after Rory suicide in July 2014, according to prosecutors. Seacom. Democratic challenger Paul Jacques has criticized the state representative Stephen Allen for voting for spending against what the Jacques said were vital services. Providence, the former superintendent of Rhode Island simply says that new job as CEO of the Greater Providence YMCA, which includes the Seacom branch. Norton, a Rhode Island man facing charges of assault and treat intelligent disabled residents at a local group apartment, had been ordered held without bail, pending the dangerous hearing on Tuesday in Ann Arbor District Court. Norfolk, a person was struck by a Boston man MBT train early this morning and was rescued by a medical helicopter to Tufts Medical Center, according to the authorities. Boston, a top official in the Republican Governor Charlie Baker administration said Friday that state's budget appeared to be nearly $300 million out of balance, and an national likely to trigger spending cuts and reduction in the state's workforce. In letters to Baker and legislature leaders, Secretary of Administration and Finance Christine Lepore wrote that revenues in the fiscal year started on July 1st are particularly insufficient to meet authorized expenditures. She said the shortfall is partly due to lower than expected revenues, during about a state 6.25% sales tax. Baker also had fault in the Democratic-controlled legislature for over $100 million in bid vetoes, and lawmakers voted in trying to restore $231 million, $265 million spent and vetoed by the governor potential leaving in the state without enough to cushion and cover unfunded programs such as homeless shelters, legal assistance for that, pouring snow and ice removal this year, officials warned. Boston Senator Esli warned in the campaign says she helped raise more than $5 million to elect the Democrats to U.S. Senate. Peter Chill News Time is 11:06 p.m. on this late Friday night, and it's time now for a New England Intelligence report in the Everett, Massachusetts, that Route 69 Africa Circle where car was over the embankment and in a 30-foot gully. And a fatal motor vehicle crash this evening, car first passed called 1341 U.S. Route 7 in Highgate, Vermont. Peter Chill News Time is now 11:07 p.m. on this late Friday night, and it's time now for a traffic and transit report. Baby, let's have you imitate what a subway system is looking good on the Company Rail. Pittsburgh train 4:30 p.m. inbound is canceled today. Afternoon, passengers can take train 42 10:43 from inbound. And on the ferries, they are looking good. White, highways, and byways of New England on this late Friday night. 95 northbound side of the Vector Brand. The Fairfield and Bridgeport stretches and hit breaks again between Old Saybrook and southbound side of 95 back up at 395 New England, Connecticut. 395 to the southbound side, little slow around Route 16 Killenly. Mass Pike, change to 91 in Chickpea. It's a little slow. 190 to the southbound side, it's back around 290 in Worcester. Mass Pike, eastbound side, little slow just before. Westford, interchange around Route 495. Mass Pike, and looking good otherwise from Stockbridge down to Boston. 93 to the northbound side, so it's take Ridge all the way to Somersville. Running southbound side, little slow in Tormey Bridge. Mass Pike on the westbound side, slow around the Logan Airport in East Boston. Up north, it's looking good in highways and byways. Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, and Ottawa 15 at Slow both ends at 7 Quebec before the U.S. border. And down in New York City, 95 on the southbound side of the Little Slow between the Bronx and Interstate 87. West Side Highway and the northbound side of the Little Slow just before Route 95. Line Expressway both ends back by Route 25 and Forest Hills. 270 eastbound side of the Little Slow from Brooklyn all the way at the Line Expressway. And Brooklyn Queens Expressway, Little Slow, eastbound side, around Parksville between 478 and Brooklyn Bridge, eastbound side, Little Slow, westbound side, looking good, and Bill Parkway, westbound side, Little Slow, just before 278. And looking at all tunnels out, looking good, and just watch the bridge, it's a Little Slow around 9W, New Jersey. And 95 on the northbound side, it's close on the New Jersey Turnpike between Mansfield and all the way up into Jersey City. Peter Chill News Time as 11:08 p.m. on this late Friday night, and it's time now for a weather report. It is a typical fall evening tonight. Day 1 tonight. Freeze warning the day 2 for Saturday. For Thursday, freeze warning. Freeze warning effect from 2 a.m. and 9 a.m. to daytime Saturday. Location cool portions of the interior, eastern and southeastern Massachusetts, including the cities of Framingham, Lowell, Lawrence, Foxford, Norwood, Cambridge, and Taunton and Brockton. Temperatures range around the after 20s, low 30s, and time between 2 a.m. and 9 a.m. on Saturday morning. As temperatures will likely reach, will be or below freezing, and sensitive vegetation left unprotected to be killed. And phase 1 means that freezing temperature administered are highly likely. This condition will kill crops and have a sensitive vegetation. And zooming you out. This is a line of rain showers stretching from northwestern California straight to western Oregon and up into Washington State with a few snow pelts around the area here. And I'm just hearing that this part of the nation could get a storm that is almost as similar as to the 1962 Columbus Day storm, which took place around 54 years ago. So, tomorrow and Sunday, the Pacific Northwest could be in for some rough weather ahead. And look at the hazards. High wind warning stretching from Bellingham, Washington, all the way down to Oregon and northeastern California, where it's seeing hurricane force wind warning effect from the northwestern California coastline all the way up to the Washington state coastline. All right, 7-day forecast posted on, and it goes like this. For tonight, here's the frost after midnight. A west coast got about 27 degrees calm wind. For Saturday, here's the frost before 10 a.m. Then a west south got about 62 degrees calm wind. For Saturday night, most coasts got about 37 degrees calm wind. Sunday, south got about 68 degrees. Light south wind coming in the southwest around 6 to 11 miles in the morning. Winds could go side 21 miles an hour. For Sunday night, check the shot me after 1 a.m. Most coasts got about 52 degrees. Southwest about 68 miles an hour. Anticipation is 40%. Monday, check the shot me before 7 a.m. Partly sunny, most coasts about 72 about 53 degrees. And Tuesday, partly sunny, most coasts about 36 about 55 degrees. Wednesday, most of the partly clouds got about 70 about 50 degrees. Thursday, partly got about 64 degrees. Thursday, check your shots, most clouds got low at 40 degrees. Transpiration 30%. And for Friday, check your shots, most clouds about 60 degrees. Transpiration 40%. Good night, it's overcast skies. We got a temperature 37 degrees with a humidity of 99%. And that's going to be for the Peter channel. 11 o'clock news and it's late. Right now, October 14th, 2016. Which will be for good night with a good 5 day to see you tomorrow morning with more. Good night.